Hey friends, how are we doing today? I am getting excited about Valentine's Day. I love the month of February and I love all the feels that come with it, you know. So whether you're doing a Galentine celebration or a Valentine celebration, or you're just feeling like doing a fun craft, I have a really fun idea for you. So if you're like me, I have started to see that like Valentine's decor, you can get like a lot of decor and then it's over within like a day or a week of celebrating. And then you're like, what am I going to do with all the clutter, all the stuff, right? Because part of our January goal is to declutter our house, right? And then in February, we have all this stuff from all of our little extra Valentine's decor. And so I think it's fun to get a few little items, but what I want to kind of challenge you to think outside of the box is why not make like items that you could have year round, right? And that would also be darling and adorable for Valentine's. So I had this idea of recycling materials that I already had. This was kind of my challenge. And at first I was going to do the traditional little ball topiary. And then I looked up a bunch of how to do that. And I still may do that at some point. But it was like a lot of moss, a lot of messy, a lot of greenery. And I was like, I just want to do something simple. And I am loving the bow trend that was around Christmas time, and I want to carry it out into the February designs too. So this little bow there's a pillow, I'll have to show you, but the pillow was falling apart, the pillowcase was falling apart, and it was like beyond repair, but it had really cool material, and it was one of my favorite pillows, unfortunately, but I'm not gonna sew it up, okay? I'm just not that like home eccy when it comes to sewing things. I like crafts, I like a glue gun, don't know how to do that as much. So anyway, so I don't know if you can see this, but I used the material, this is like this adorable kind of chunky wool cream material from the pillow case, and I swirled it all the way around. This is in a foam base. They're floral foam in this little container. Now this little container these are recycled from Trader Joe's. So Easter, when I got a bunch of Easter flowers, I got these adorable little pots, and I had like green and white flowers, and they were really, really happy, and I loved them, and I don't know, I saved them, and again, I know sometimes creative people can be a little hoardy because they think, hoardy, is that a word? Like, they get a lot of clutter because they think I'm going to do something with this eventually. Well, yay, I'm doing something with it. So what we're first going to do is we're just going to paint this little pot. Make sure you clean it out really good. But I think they were like $2.99, I want to say. I may have that wrong. But at Trader Joe's. And so they had little plants. I removed the plants. I saved the container. So this is a free recyclable craft. You could keep it this neutral color. You could do a gold base. You could do red or black or whatever. But I'm just going to do some little white paint. So I have my acrylic paint. I love white acrylic paint. I feel like you can use it for anything and everything. But these are tiny. So to scale, here's my finger. They're not that big, okay? But anyway, so you don't have to be real precise. I'm not even going to paint the bottom because who cares about that, right? So I'm just going to go and paint all around. But yeah, these would be really, really cute, on a dessert table. You could do the little hearts. You could get little hearts from the dollar store, little foam hearts, and put them on a stick. The sticks I used were actually just just plain old lollipop sticks or cake pop sticks or whatever. And I have a whole box of, oh my gosh, like I have them for years, but it's just a whole box of countless of those sticks. So that was like free too. Okay. And so if you're not wanting to spend a whole bunch of money on your Valentine's Day decor, or maybe, it's not about the money goal, but maybe it's about the clutter goal and you don't want to introduce a whole lot of extra clutter in your house, these would be really, really fun. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put a second coat on it, but look how easy and quick that took, like as I was talking to you, no time at all, right? So I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll show you how we make it. Okay, so we are back. I did an extra coat. I got impatient. I took the hair dryer in between coats to finish painting this. So how are we gonna make this together? Well, I have a little bit of floral foam. The dry floral foam is what you are wanting to get when you go to the store. You can get it at Walmart, Amazon, wherever, but this is the dry foam. You get them in the bricks, but then you want to like take the bricks, and I just took a knife and cut it down to size. And I just kind of eyeballed it, and I have this like this. And you just want to put it in there, okay? Just like that, right? Just like that. And then I have this pillow, which I loved. Y'all, I loved this pillow. But then it started unraveling, and I can't. When something is like, hey, this is good material. So most people would probably just chunk it, but love, love, love this material. And so I had to just think, okay, this was my bow inspiration because it's all ruffly and cute and adorable. And so I am going to cut here and here. Okay. And this is going to be for the ribbon. Now the rope, I don't know. Like I'm looking at this pillow and I had the rope part. You could use regular rope. You could use moss. You could use whatever, like felt as your top. But I just wanted to use recycled materials for this. Does anybody think like this? Is it just me? Like, do you look around your house and you go, I wonder what I could craft today? Okay. But anyway, so I'm just going to take that and I'm going to take one more of these things. One more of these things. Let me get, where's my scissors? Here's my scissors. Okay. One more of these. Snip, snip, right? Okay. I got my hot glue gun. I think I use a hot glue gun like, I don't know. It seems like I use it multiple times a week. So what are y'all doing for Valentine's? Are y'all having kind of like, are y'all going to go out? Are you going to have time in? Are you going to spend time with your kids, your girlfriends, your husband? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so I also have these little, I'll show you. They're just popsicle sticks, cake pops, whatever you can, they're just short little sticks. I'm sure you could use a dowel rod or whatever, but I wanted little mini topiaries. And so we're going to take it, and I want it to be the same height as this one. So I'm just going to stick this right in there. Okay. You want it to kind of be in the center, like so. And I also realized that the foam part, you actually want to hot glue your floral foam at the base. Okay, you want to do that because, all right, and y'all, I think I need to get some more glue sticks. I do. I'm going to have to shut this off in a minute just to get some more glue sticks. But anyway, so I'm hot gluing this at the base. And you could even reuse this again if you wanted to, or you could just donate them, chunk them when you're done. But on a food table, these would be so, so cute. These would be so, so cute. All right, so this is gluing. I'm gonna show you. I gotta get some more hot glue, y'all. Hold on, hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my glue, got my extra glue sticks. Anybody ever run out of glue sticks? You need to always have a lot of extra because you're gonna run out, right? So, okay, so we are on this little step right here. This is so easy. Yay, sticking to the bottom. I probably could have even used more hot glue, but so far so good. And again, like this little crinkly, ruffly cream material, I know it's not pink. I know it's not red. I know it's not a literal Valentine's thing, but I like the neutrals. And I still think the little bow, it would be cute, like I said, at like a dessert table, or like if you had a little wood sign that says love or an XOXO. And so instead of this crinkly material, I actually took just if you can see this, the thread part, the cream thread that was on the pillow, because this was actually like cream rope, and I wanted it to be neutral but not exact. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start at the base. This will also reinforce around the little stick. And you could, if you wanted to, you could paint the stick like gold, or if you want to make it a little extra blingy, right? So I'm just going to take this and take my threads here. Okay. You want them all to kind of fall around. Oh, I should have done this earlier. Okay. But you want them to all, maybe it's good so you can see, all come together at the top. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to start at the base, and we're just going to start curling it around, okay? So I've got my hot glue here. There we go. And I'm curling around. I need to get one of those like hot glue guns that have an extension cord. Okay. Or just, because I have like little wiggle room here. So I am just adding the hot glue, and I'm looping around. And the threads, to me, kind of look pine straw-esque, you know? Like in nature, you see the mulch and all of that. And so the threads kind of give it that play on nature with the fabrics. And that's what I am trying to achieve. So I am just adding the hot glue directly to the foam, right? Directly to the foam. And I'm just wrapping and wrapping, and it's giving me a nice little pile about halfway there. Y'all, this is fun. I could see how we could just do all sorts of ribbons. This would be really pretty. I don't know if I have any. I'd have to search my ribbons out. But like with a pink satin ribbon, oh my, at the top, how beautiful would that be? How beautiful would that be? So, okay. So I'm just looping, okay? And then as you see, it's starting to come to the edge of the corners, and that's what you want. That's what you want. And I'm actually just doing it on the edge right here. Oh, you're gonna make sure you have enough thread. Did I have enough thread? Uh-oh, we'll find out. If not, I can glue another piece on there, but I think I'm gonna make it. Okay, yeah. So we're good, we're good. Yay! And then at the very, very end piece, you want to make sure that's not flopping like that. So you want to add a little extra glue on your corner. All right, don't burn those fingers. I've done it before, it hurts. Okay, then you want to get all your little cobweb glueies off. Cobweb glueies. I mean, what is that? Come on. Okay. But anyway, so it looks like this at the base. Again, you could use rope, you could use twine, whatever you want to use. But this one has the cream, and then this one has this that looks very, very similar. Again, it came from the same pillow. Our goal is recycled materials and to declutter and not have tons and tons of extra clutter. Okay, so now I have this bow and I want to do one similar. All I did literally is I made sure that I had enough tail because I like my tails to come really, really long. And then I just did a loop, and then just like you're tying a shoe, right? Just like you're tying a shoe. And then you just want that little knot to go like that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to just eyeball to make sure that this loop is matching up to this loop similarly. Again, it does not have to be perfect. A lot of things in nature are not exactly the same. You see, roses are not the same sizes as some other roses. So, just like so. And then this wonderful little lollipop stick thing, this little white stick is going to be our little anchor where the knot is. And then we're just going to add a little glue to it. Okay, so I'm going to stick in here a little bit glue where the knot is, in the in-between part where the knot is, and we're going to stick this under the little part where we had tied it together. We're going to stick it under there so that it stays. And I like this woolly material because the hot glue just really, really grabs it really, really well. Okay, and then obviously, we got some tail action going on. So we want to trim these tails. Again, I still like them long, but not that long. So I'm gonna trim here. Snip. Okay, there we go. And then one on this side. And ta-da, 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 ta-da. So we have two miniature neutral bow topiaries that you can put on a dough bowl. You can put them on those little tiered trays. You know, you see those wooden tier trays that have the 3 circles. There are just so many possibilities. But whether you're putting it on a food platter, or say you wanted to even add little hearts, you could add little hearts. Like if you wanted to do that, I have this red ribbon here, and I'm just gonna take a little, it's that red velvet ribbon that I had from Christmas. And I'm just gonna take a little square here, and I'm gonna fold it, and then I'm just gonna cut out a little heart shape, okay? And I cut out a little heart shape. And, oh, do y'all remember making Valentine's crafts when y'all were at school with the little bags? That was so much fun. Okay, let's see what my heart looks like. Hopefully, whoa, that heart was a little, wow. I made that one a little too deep. Let's take a little bit off the top here. You can always do that if you make your heart like, you know. All right, let's see what this one looks like. Hopefully this one has less, like, it was just weird kind of looking. Okay, I'm doing this together with you. That one broke. It's a broken heart. Okay. Okay, let's do another one. Sometimes when you're recording and crafting, it can be interesting. Okay, we're gonna do one more. One more square. Hold on with me. Okay, so we're just folding. And then again, so what my mistake was, I went too deep on the cut. So I want to do it a little less deep. And I'm going to go around here. Okay. This one's better. There it is. There it is. So that is so cute. You could add that on top of it and glue that on top if you wanted to have the little Valentines look, and that would be so adorable. But because I want mine neutral right now, I'm gonna leave them like this. But I hope that inspired you. I hope it gave you some really fun ideas, and I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. So comment if you decide to do this craft. Comment with your little bow topiaries. You could do black and white stripes. Again, you could do like pink. You could do all the things. So I have one more really fun neutral toned kind of decor craft because I'm loving the neutral tones. So in addition to the little topiaries that we did together, I thought it would really be fun to do a bow garland. Again, with the bows, if you're doing bow topiaries, why not do a bow garland? And again, I think the Valentine stuff is super cute and I'm going to sprinkle that in, but I really like things that I can use longer than just the Valentine's week, okay? So I'm taking this neutral ribbon and I have a thing of twine, okay? And then all you have to do is, well, you want to make sure that your twine is going to be long enough for whichever area that you're going to decorate. I'm going to decorate my mantle. And so I have already kind of pre-measured how long I want this to be. So I'm simply going to take the ribbon and we're just going to tie it directly on, can you see this? Directly on to the twine, okay? Just directly onto the twine. So I'm just going to do like I would a bow on the twine, okay? Y'all, I'm getting all tangled up here. Hold on. Who's teaching who? Okay, so I've got this ribbon. And we're going to do a loop, just a regular bow, okay? Just a regular bow on to the twine like this. You can make really big loops. You can make smaller loops. I prefer not gigantic, but not tiny loops. I like this bow because it has some bend. You want a ribbon that's going to have a little bit of bend to it so you can kind of make it how you want. And then I really like the long tail. I'm not sure, this is probably, I don't know, maybe 7-8 inches. But you want to kind of eyeball your tail to see how long of a bow you want. Now, if you are one of those people that like to measure everything prior, you may not be super happy with my video because I am more like, I don't like to fuss. I just want to eyeball it. And then at the end, we can cut them all together in a line. That's more how my brain works. Okay. So what we're doing is I just have this and then I have this other one. I'm going to take my scissors and then I'm going to cut perpendicular or parallel. I guess parallel is the word, to the other tail here. And then I'm just going to repeat the process for as many as I need to go down. And is that not just adorable? Oh my goodness, this just makes my heart so happy. And you could even add like hearts or like brooches if you really wanted to dress it up. But I'm really loving the neutral tone. So I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I finished the bow garland and I just draped it over the mantle. I love how it turned out. I cut the ends at an angle. You could do the little V, but I cut them at an angle. And I just kind of draped it around my candle area. But I think it turned out really, really cute. I love how neutral everything is. I may want to add a few more like Valentines-esque, like you could do little signs or something, but this gives a wonderful foundation for my Valentine's decor, neutral decor. So I will show you, I have one other area which I decorated, and I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, so remember our little bow topiaries? Well, here they are, and I did end up adding the little hearts to them, but I just taped them on so I could easily remove them and reuse them for other times other than Valentine's. Now, this is also just from like I just used wrapping paper and framed a couple of cutout hearts. And you can always add lighting. This one I need to turn on. I love these little flameless LED lights. Put that in there. And then I just put some roses over here in my vases, and I swagged. This was something I already had as well. I have literally bought nothing for the Valentine season. I am really loving just repurposing what I already have. I just swagged this lacy tablecloth over the mirror, and then this I made years ago. It was just a book cut out and lace garland, which I also thought was fun. And so really that is it. I added some little pearl necklaces on this little, I love these little, I don't know what you call them, the little, what do you call it? Like a statue bust sort of thing. And then these were given to me, these lovely coasters, and that's about it. So I hope this inspires you to kind of shop your house first and make some fun crafts. Happy Valentine's!